My beautiful stars. Reading time. All right, let's get into it. Ooh. All right, main collective. What is around our beautiful main collective? Oh, that's good. One more. What is around our beautiful main collective? I'm being fussy. Oh, okay. Okay, so we've got Golden Mirror, trying to keep a positive mindset, but feeling not enough right now. And then we've got soulmates, soul contract, soul connection. Right collective, I think you're clearly trapped in your mind. You could be questioning if the person on your mind is... You guys know I hate that word, narcissist. You're clearly connected to someone that's presenting a little bit self-involved, a little bit... your emotional needs aren't being met, okay? You are trying to keep a positive mindset, but I think this not enough keeps activating in the right collective. Frustrated in a relationship, a lack of confidence, self-sabotage. Hold on, I want one more for that. As soon as I felt self-sabotage, I thought of... Okay. Either way, if it's you or this person on your mind, this thought pattern is a block here. It really creates restraint. Whatever this connection is, it's clearly knocking your confidence. Maybe you're questioning if this person's confidence gets knocked as much as you do with this. There could be actual addictions in this connection, but there's definitely an obsession lingering around right now. The right collective... Even though you have these trigger points, there's a part of you that really questions, is this a soul connection? Is this a soul energy? Is this a lesson in my contract? Why is this person presented in my life? And why can I not remove... I don't want to say, why am I going to say it? It's kind of, there's a fixation over this person and what comes next. And this collective... Clearly, because there's been not the best behavior presented towards you. It's like you really think this must be a soul connection. Maybe in the past energy like this, it's quite easy for you to cut off and kind of thank you next. But when it comes to this person, it's like no matter what behavior has been presented to you, no matter how much this has knocked your confidence, it's like you just can't seem to get past it. And this is where the questioning comes. It must be a soul connection. Don't make it fit. If this person is activating codependence, if they're activating this obsession, if they're activating fears of abandonment and self-worth issues, there's clearly, for the right collective, a bit of trauma in your heart, okay? I see this a lot when it comes to... not just the divine community. I talk about it all the time and I'm being called to talk about it again. True heartbreak, true heartbreak, 4 to 7 years to really get past the pain in the heart, especially when there's been a lack of closure or you guys exited in each other's energy in your love bubble. When it comes to severe pain in the heart, it's not something easy to get past. People, unfortunately, they just don't accept the pain for what it is. And there has to be a reason you're still longing. There has to be a reason that this person still has a space in your heart. When really, you're just going through a painful heartache. You're going through something that everybody in this world experiences. You don't need a reason. Let it be, this must be my divine. It must be a soul connection to... crave someone that hasn't treated you right. Everyone's experienced it, but the right collective, it's like you just have to give yourself a reason for why you still care, okay? And that's sad. It's that it's okay to not be okay. One more for your top row. Yeah, this separation. So right now, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future, yearning. Again, it's like the emotion of pain is being activated and you're trying to give yourself reasoning, and the right collective, your reasoning keeps going back to, this is so one-sided. Why do I still care? You feel very heavy right now. You being unsure of the future, clearly the right collective, there's this real fixation. What's coming next here? It's like you just want some tangible evidence that this person does care. All right, one-sided relationship. So it's been a while. This needed time, takes time, in cycles, time to heal, progression. You're trying to make healthier choices again, back to this positive mindset. I think this, it's like you ride the wave of longing, acceptance, crave. It's like it's just very up and down what I'm feeling. Making healthier choices in love, in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. You are trying. The right collective, you really are trying to just put yourself first. But then you always fall back to hopes that this ending will bring this new beginning with this person. Growth, change, liberation, transition, change mind. Keeping a positive mindset. Engagement ring. You clearly see this person. Holy moly. Sorry, just picked my nose. So you've got twin flame with engagement ring underneath, keeping. Maybe this person did. And I say that as well, when you're in a connection, let's go back to the heartbreak. If this person and you were planning long-term commitment, marriage, children, foundation, and then this exited just out of nowhere, that is something very hard to get past, okay? Especially when you had no form of any kind of control or say in the situation. It's not easy. This collective, you definitely are seeing this person as your twinnie. Even you could resonate with the twin soul energy. But if that is the case, we need to switch this mind frame of golden mirror. How can you think that, okay, this is making sense. This time to heal, this healthier choices, right? So when you're not trapped in your mind, you truly believe this person's part of your soul. But as soon as you're trying to make sense of it, you go straight, that is not a good energy. If you really believe you're in a divine connection, you cannot fall into this outlook. Are they a narcissist? Was this just love bombing? Did they just use me? Is it like, it's no wonder you would be confused. It's like you're holding on hopes to what was once promised, is what I'm hearing. All right, not enough addictions. Now, this is where I had a moment of thinking, I think it's the person connected to you, but let's confirm. That's what I think. It's a person connected to you. Someone wants to express their love, a message of love, thinking you know. If you really are on this divine journey, you know deep in your soul, it's not this behavior. This needed to heal. You have your veils for a reason. The true divine journey is about self-discovery, oneness, self-love, okay? It's about tapping into your own internal duality before any kind of external duality comes onto your table, that topping, that icing we talk about. So this is clearly, this outlook is a block for this collective. I say this all the time when I feel energy like this, when I'm reading divines. Yes, you keep falling back into this, but a few days later, you're craving them as if they're your person. So why not release this? Because you know, even if you try and think like this about this person, the emotion's going to catch up to you anyway. We say what repeats, it does not work. This collective, this golden mirror energy clearly comes over you when you're in frustration all the time. It's not working. It needs to heal. You need to recycle it out. You need to truly believe. that this journey, this soul contract that you signed off was to create this in you, was to truly create self-appreciation and self-love. It's like you know it deep in your soul, but you keep falling back to your subconscious programming. I feel this, we're going to do a U-verse then. Soul connection. Heart with a key. I'm going to be honest, these are very positive cards. The only card that's setting you guys into a tailspin is that golden mirror card. And truly believe this person is the one for you. Sadness, separation. That's clearly them going over this as well. They like you. Romance is blooming. Do you know this? No. Do you know this? Definitely not. I think you're feeling this and mistaking it for your own. I think you're both in obsession right now. You've had so much endurance on this journey. Hold on. Before we keep going, I just want to confirm that not enough addictions. Hold on. I just want to see how this person is feeling right now emotionally. So they're trying to be light, heart, pride. Oh God. One more. What I was feeling is trying to be really lighthearted when it comes to the people around them. I think this person's they're definitely stuck in their pride right now, especially around friends, around family. I do think this person doesn't have the healthiest balance in life. They remind me of someone that it's like they view a relationship as let's just say this person likes to go out with friends. Let's just say they've, transitioned into some form of work path that they need a lot of focus on. So right now this person's mind frame is, okay, I'm focusing on work. I'm focusing on my nightlife, whatever the case may be. Love doesn't fit into what I have around me right now, which is not the right outlook. The right love doesn't interfere in other things in your life. The right love can still be balanced with friendships, work career, family ships. The right love doesn't create more stress in your actual environment, right? So this person's outlook on love, when I'm in love, that has to be my focus. Being in love means it's a focus and it affects other areas of my life. That's their own imbalance. That's not this collective. But I will say, if when they think of you, they think that this love story will throw every other aspect of their life out of balance, this person has a perception when they were in love with you, you guys were each other's be all and end all. Other things in their life started to fall apart. Let it be friends started to detach. Let it be work started to crumble. This reminds me of this person. When they're in love, they feel like they have to lavish all of their attention on one and lose other aspects of their stability in life. That's not good. Which means, again, this collective, unfortunately, they have this perception that when it comes to you, if they wanted to do this again, it's kind of they have to be all in. And the thing is, you can be all in and still have balance, if you know what I'm trying to say. I always say you can't help someone's perception. And unfortunately, it's like this person is looking at their life. And I tell you guys, when I read you guys and I talk about independence and learning to thrive independence, when you get to a point, you're happy with your work structure, your friendships, your family ships, You understand you don't have to answer to anyone. You feel supported just by yourself and your own company. You start to have that reflection on anyone that you bring in externally. If they're adding stress, or they're throwing me off balance, or they're throwing me out of routine, why would I let that person at my table? You learn to appreciate what you've created. And it's like this person is kind of in that outlook, but unfortunately, they haven't given the right collective a chance to show that you're not going to create stress, that you can add to their table. It's like this person thinks the life they're living in right now, they are happy with, even though they have this pain in their heart for you. It's like, well, at least I've got this, this, and this. Does that make sense? Humor. Health. It helps with their mental health. I think this person has a very strong public persona. They really present like they've got it all together. Really struggle to let people in and show them their weaknesses and vulnerabilities. The more broken they are, the more they like to present in strength. They could also be going through health issues that you're not aware of, but I think it's more their coping mechanism. I think this person as well, when they think of you, it really activates their jealousy, which means however you present in life, whatever they can see from your energy, it's like this person feels to win your affections, they need to be in competition with others, which I don't think this person wants to really align with that energy, especially if they are a bit broken and they don't like to show their weaknesses. Let it be where you are right now with your career path. You activate this person's jealousy and uncertainty. And again, that's not your fault. That's something they need to overcome. Pride. Blame. So unfortunately, I think this person, and again, it's perception. What's the purpose? Why should I put the effort in here? They're still going over the damage that was done, which makes their ego, their shadow, their armor stay even firmer and tighter. It's like as soon as they think about this and what's been done, it's like they still blame you for their heart space and their broken heart. And this is probably why they present that golden mirror. And that might not make sense to you. Again, your perception might be very different from this person. But if this person is still blaming you for their pain, of course they're going to present detached and not interested. It's like they don't want to show you how they're really feeling because you've hurt them. Okay? Hard to hear, but again, I'm always going to be honest with you guys. There could have been interferences here towards the end to do with friendships. I actually feel this collective, I don't know why, the right collective, this will drop a penny because it's coming to my mind. I always say don't make details fit. I actually feel this person had those kinds of friends that gave the ultimatum. If you stay with this person or you go back to this person, we aren't going to be here to support you. Which means, again, back to what we were saying before, this person feels to be in love, other aspects fall away. This person, it's confirmation. I really think this person lost a lot of friendships because of this connection, and maybe it took them a while to gain these friendships back after you. And if they are someone that seeks outside validation, approval, admiration, a good way to know if someone's like this is that materialism, always have to look good for others. It's always about the impression they're leaving on others. It's like if this person is a bit of a people pleaser, it wouldn't surprise me that they're choosing their friendships, family ships, external bonds over this love, okay? Because these people make them feel validated and seen. Yeah, they think their friendships, they find peace in this. They find peace in their nightlife. They find peace around these people. This has got nothing to do with this collective. This is something they need to transition out of. I always say this. shadow worker. So when I tap into you guys personally, I go over your blocks, I go over your person's blocks, and I see what's interfering here to create the wall up between you guys. Now, the thing with our shadow, our blocks that started from 3 or 4, they come up when we're in a situation, we're vulnerable, okay, we feel intimidated, and this is our defense mechanism. So this is how we present to the world when we're unaware, we're going through emotion, and we don't know how to deal with emotion. So this collective, this person's armor is clearly distraction mode. I'm going to present like I've got everything together. I'm not going to show people my heart space. I'm going to sit in long suffering. I'm going to go into distraction mode, okay? That's got nothing to do with you. That means the thought of you brings up vulnerability. So I'm going to put my defense up, and I'm going to keep doing what makes me feel safe so I don't need to deal with this. And that is also why I say, just because there's love in a connection, if your armors activate each other into triggers, it'll never work. You will have that relationship. It does feel one-sided, or you feel like you're on the roundabout. You can never solve any kind of challenge. A small challenge will always turn into conflict and abruption because there's not the communication tools and the awareness of seeing through each other. This is coming up from a vulnerable state. How do I deal with this to not make this situation worse? Normally when people are dealing with each other's armor, it becomes triggering and volatile and explosive. I just don't think this person is completely self-aware of their blocks right now. And that is why their shadow, their ego, their armor, their pride is up full force. It's nothing to do with you. The love for you scares them. One more. So they're trying to accept the situation and distract themselves from the pain they're feeling, okay? They're trying to find certain gratitude for what they already have, and it's one of my collectives. This person is scared to open up this wound again. So I just want to make it clear, because this person's itching to express themselves. What's going to happen with this expression? How's it going to approach? Full of ego and pride. It's not that they don't crave you, but they still blame you for the chaos that was inflicted in their life, which is just sad. But let's really break this down. Okay, I want to get you guys first. Actually, I just want to get the universe's perspective on this connection. Just quickly, universe's perspective, please. Okay. This is a card of reconciliation. Hold on. World, hummingbird, but it's not the right time. Hold on, one more. Wow. You just got the ring and things will unfold. Okay, so this, no, not the right time, middle of a season. So it means you're in the middle of a cycle right now. So whatever's coming, there's nothing about reconciliation right now. I just want to make it clear. And this is where in the divine community, you guys, I talk about it all the time. Your expectation every time they pop up means they're coming back, they're returning, it's reconciliation time. it is really detrimental for you guys because you have that expectation. So when they present with their ego, their pride, their armor, it can actually really activate you into a painful trigger because of your own expectation. Right now, the right collective, universally, you're in the middle of a season. It is not the right time. Things are unfolding. You got the engagement ring again. So proposal, engagement, agreement, next level, promise, partnership, statement of intent, marriage, union. That will unfold. You haven't completed the cycle. I'm saying this because I love you guys. I feel the emotion that the main collective is going through repeats in your cycle all the time, and you're not healing it yourself. Okay, you always fall back into the same thought pattern. The reason our armor is here, which I talk about all the time, we will keep getting burnt to learn the emotion. So until we heal it and we remove it out of our cycle, right? This collective, your outlook on this situation, craving and then going into this person's this person's that, this is all fake, this isn't real. You're not cycling it out. When you feel negativity towards this, even though you had keeping a positive mind, you still don't know where to go to gather your sweet nectar. You get trapped in that mind frame. Everything we say is for a reason. Then days later you find it's those moments you're in this emotion of they're that golden mirror. You need to be stronger than your mind. You need to change the habit of this. If you cannot complete this out, you have way too much dependence on this person. They're affecting your confidence here. You're missing the whole part of this journey. Finding yourself, self-appreciation, self-love. Every time there's lack of movement, it goes straight into negative outlook of this person instead of turning that finger back at yourself. Because I always say the divine feminines, you lead the way energetically through healing. You are ahead of that thread. This is why you guys, so let's say timeline here, right? Whoever activates into the divine feminine energy, you jump the timeline. You've quantum jumped, right? So you are in charge of that thread. Your person is underneath the timeline. Every time you guys you need to heal this outlook. When I talk about putting fear and anxiety through threads, this is the outlook. The more you focus on the negativity and they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that, that's what they feel. Until you guys truly believe this about the journey, and you're not just believing I'm a twin flame, but the work that entails to be a divine energy, you're not pulling this person up. You're not pulling this person up to activate onto the same timeline. And this is why we say they're so far behind you energetically. Until they activate in the 5D and understand the power of this bond and the power of love, you guys are just in this limbo state, okay? What you keep experiencing, it's not serving you. But this poor collective, you go straight into this person being this, that, and the other. Instead of seeing, I need to complete this out. This keeps returning in my for a reason, okay? You need to complete this. You've got, yes, you're going to have reconciliation, happy, harmony, beautifully, love, forgiveness, all of that. But until you find these emotions for yourself, whatever is here and whatever you're feeling right now, you are in between a season. So there is no point craving, communicate this, that. You've got lessons to learn. And again, you guys, when you're in this overwhelmed emotion, this should just give you peace in itself, saying, I can't be near what I think I'm near. Look at how I'm dealing with this emotion. See the emotion outside of the box. Things will unfold once you learn to complete this out and have true surrender in your journey. Relieve the expectation of what comes next, okay? Get into the mind frame. This lifetime or the next lifetime, look at who I am. Look at the person I'm becoming. There is still too much need on external union, and you're pushing it away because of it. Focus on your own internal union first. They're trying to complete a powerful cycle out for you right now. But your higher self is saying you both need to work on being more present, okay? You both need to work on learning how to ride the wave of negativity without falling into negativity and thinking you're crazy and blah, 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 and all the name calling under the sun. And Energetically, this collective, you can feel this person still trapped in their ego, but you can't see it, right? And because you are one, you yourself are trapped in your ego. Everything you're feeling that is first part, that's your ego and pride. It's the lack of answers. It's the lack of knowing what comes next. And I see this in personals and collectives. You guys have so much strength. You're going to put up a boundary. You're not going to fall short to just some form of random communication with no understanding, no accountability. You have so much strength. And then when they pop up, hey, acting like nothing's happened, and then you wonder why you get stuck on that cycle, because this is what this is smelling like. If this person's about to express themselves, it's nothing but a what you doing, or send me a pic, or da-da-da, and then you guys think, I'm going to put up a boundary, I'm not going to say anything, it takes an hour or two, and then you're like, if I don't respond, they're going to disappear again. It's that lack of worth. Just intuitively, and I'm going to keep breaking it down, this is a whatever message comes, delete. I wouldn't even read it. It's not time. You're in the middle of a season. You haven't found your strength with this person yet. You still let this person bulldoze you emotionally. And I'm saying it because I love you. If this is unfolding, you need strength. Biggest thing, middle of a season. You're not near the end of the cycle here, which means you still need to work on your own internal world energy. Stop focusing on reconciliation. Focus on the emotion that still needs to be healed. Too much dependence on this person's return. They muck with your confidence too much. It's kind of that outlook. This person returns, everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be fixed again. I'm going to be whole again. I just need my person by my side and all my worries disappeared. That's not how love should be viewed. This will be illuminated when you find yourself. The feminines always blame the masculines, but again, it's the feminines that lead the way. Until you see yourself mirror the right way, they will never see you the right way, and they will keep making you walk through the fire till you find your self-worth and appreciation. This has created a lot of self-discovery and light codes and ascensions and upgrades, and yes, this connection has done this. You're not crazy. But again, just because they're not in your life right now, you don't need to fall back to this is all an illusion and like it's world. It needs judgment energy. We need to clear and purge. Okay. They're trying to clear and purge this out. This is why it keeps getting illuminated. Total transformation, heeding the call. It's a renewal. It's time to recycle this out. Clean slate, fundamental changes, clear and purge. Whatever's coming next, if you fall short to this and, hey, how are you? And you can't put up a boundary for this right collective, okay, you're going to be stuck in another cycle. So don't take the moment of bliss. Think longevity. This will never work until it's healed. So, of course, if they're trying to awaken you to something and transform something, this is probably why there's acceleration of this, to see, are you choosing you? Let us complete this out. If you really believe you're a divine, you putting up a boundary, if you really believe in your red thread, you know that they will return when the time is right. Again, it's the half belief. I believe I'm a divine, but the work that entails, people fall short to. You've got to start living in the present. Stop focusing on past hurt because you're focusing too much on the future. You're wishing your now away. They're trying to teach you independence. To truly thrive and find your sweet goodness in time alone. To truly, truly change your attitude. Attitude is everything. Until this is learnt from this collective, this person's never going to learn it. They are so stuck right now. So this collective, you would be so stuck right now. Okay? Trying to teach you confidence through your time alone. Your true self-confidence. to not feel restless in your own company, to love your own company. Now is not the time for this love. You're in the middle of a season. Love, romance, joy, bliss, heart desires. It's not time. Forgiveness, passionate, caring. Halfway through. You're halfway through. Just remember that. Things will unfold and ring. It's developing. Slowly, small steps, big accomplishments. Intellectual communication will come. Gathering information, especially about yourself. Self-focus right now, this collective needs, but opportunities ahead. Okay, warmth, growth, bold action, enjoyment, expansion, positivity, but you're both building strength without you knowing it. Okay, you could be an air sign, this person could be an air sign, but this energy here, your commitment, your union, okay, your reconciliation, your lifelong energy, it's developing. It's not time, okay? It's unfolding, but it's not time. But you've got luck on your side. And the universe is saying for the right collective, you have a vibrant life. You need to realize this outlook you're creating without you knowing subconsciously, because every time you think of this person, you're starting to imprint that it equals pain, lack of confidence, frustration. You're starting to develop a really sad outlook on life when they've tried to, your higher self is trying to implant you in a vibrant life. They're saying there's things that should make you feel balanced without this person. They're saying that they've granted you certain wishes coming true. It might not be love, but what about other aspects of your life? It's always a positive to a negative. Not glass half empty, glass overflowing should be your outlook. Lady Beetles, that could be important. Okay. Just quickly, I just want 5 for you, and I want to get into this person. Okay, so we've got Destiny. So you know this is in your core. But you also know clearing and healing needs to be done. That time, that clog at the beginning. You know this needs to be healed. It's not the right behavior. You know there's friends involved. You know this, the right collective. You know there needs to be a higher form of activation. But because you can't get past this separation and the longing and the pain and the promises, the revoked offers, even though deep in your soul, you know this will never work till this needs to be healed, you're anxious. They're coming back, they're coming back, they're coming back, when your higher self is trying to show you, you aren't even completely healed yet. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not completely healed. I always say healing is a forever journey, but you still haven't learned to ride the wave of overwhelm and triggers for your specific shadow. When it comes over you, watch from the beginning, it still swallows you whole. Instead of seeing, I am not riding the wave. I'm not removing this out of my own cycle. I'm more focused on where this person is on their journey than my own journey. Okay? Whenever you start, just advice, and I'm just here for advice, I'm not telling you to do this, but advice, when this overwhelm comes over about them, point that finger back at yourself. What do I need to heal right now? What do I need to focus on me? Okay, and I know it's hard in the moment, but that's learning to grow through emotion. Healing's not meant to be easy. Meant to change your perspective through the emotional towers you're feeling, not get trapped in them, because this is what's happening. It's always the same thing that comes back around. Your higher self is showing you you're not healing your own core fundamentals. One more. You just I love you guys. You just want this reunion, even though you're seeing them as a golden mirror, even though you know, and I know you don't know for fact, but emotionally, intuitively, you know. That's pretty much everything here. They got it here. So you know, but you just don't believe yourself. You believe your overthinking mind instead of your intuition, your deep instincts. They need to develop emotionally. There could be an age gap, but they need to develop emotionally. And if it is an age gap, broken record, I'm going to say it. If you are the older collective and you have more life experience, you have more love experience, you can't put years into someone. You need to let that butterfly go. You need to let this person fall in love. You need to let them get more heartache under their belt or life, whatever it is. I always say age gap separations are like severe age gap are the hardest, because you literally need to sit back and watch this person spread their wings, as gut-wrenching and painful as it is, until they mature emotionally enough to appreciate love. You ain't getting anywhere. No matter how much you think you need it, that needs to heal. Okay? All right. Let's get into it. I feel there's... All right, I just want to see right now. I want to go intention first for some reason. I want to see when they're thinking of you. Seeing that unsent message card. Okay, when they're thinking of you right now, with the perception they're in right now, what is their intention towards this collective? Oh, that's way too... Virgo, that could be important. Difficult differences. So there are obstacles. That's good. Angel numbers. So they're seeing signs of... Okay, so there's a memory. This is the time period we're in now. Oh no, we've just passed it. Okay. Right now, so this would be a past memory. Right now, when this person's thinking about you, there's a memory, don't make this fit, from February, from December 22nd, so Christmas could have been a pivotal time here for you guys, to February 6th, February 7th to March 19th. So it's when they think of whatever this memory is, it's activating a future focus outlook. But that's where I feel they get a bit scared, I'm going to be honest. Because remember I said it's like they think love is going to throw their whole life off balance. I'm devoted to returning to you. I'm starting to feel hopeful for the future because I see you being a big part of it. I'm receiving many messages about you through numbers, symbols, and images. The universe is showing me my way back to you and you back to me. So your energy, they can't escape it right now. And this makes sense with the obsession and the blocks here when it comes to them not feeling enough. Makes them frustrated. There is some form of sense of urgency towards you right now. But why do I feel this memory here is what makes them feel not enough and ends up blocking them? Hold on, let's confirm these. I keep going to get my purple cards here. Hold on, one more. Okay, so underneath, there is something about you and your envy. You got the Leo card here. I was so used to being the center focus of everyone's attention, but your magnetism outweighed mine and it made me insecure about that. So even though they're getting signs and synchronicities, their jealousy keeps getting activated here. So this could be tied into the memory if there was a lot of accusations, or around this time is when your relationship started to maybe fall apart because of this behavior. So even though they're getting signs and synchronicities, it activates them into thinking again, how can I make this love fit into my life? If they're still very jealous over you, even through time apart, and they remember how jealous they were when they were with you, this would be fearful for them because they would probably be thinking, how would this ever work? This is still here. I couldn't trust them before, and I know I can't trust them now. With my own ignition, this will never work. So I think this is what makes them then pull back. You're clearly in this person's mind, right? And they want to express this, but they're still, with every time they crave, typical avoidant tendency, every time they crave, but it won't work. Because of this, it won't work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But you're exactly the same, this collective, but in your own right. I love them. They're my divine. They're my soul. But they're a golden mirror. And it just started raining. So you both are mirroring that. Future focus. That's the card I saw. The unsent messages. So they've rewritten 1,000 times, but they just don't hit send because then they fall into the fear. Same with this collective. I really want to tell you how I feel, but is it too late? And that clock at the start. Will you understand what I'm trying to say, or will you just misinterpret my message? So they have memories of the abruption, the maybe manic or reactive energy that you have. They've got memories of you not understanding how they feel. You've got to remember, this person's thinking to have you in their life, everything else is going to fall to shit. That's not a good outlook. To you, or will you misinterpret my message? So I'd rather say nothing at all. I would rather desanitize and numb my emotion away with my friendships, my work. Okay, watch the whole reading. All right, this memory. And again, it's funny because it says top secret. So remember I said they don't show anyone their emotions. So everything they feel for you, it's like no one around them knows because, well, they probably do know, but they probably don't push the point too much. Like if these are people that, they would see through their mask, but they probably just don't okay, this is, and it goes back to the engagement ring, the everlasting promise, the future. So this memory, this is where they promised you everything and took it away. Family ties, they offered you the world, and don't make it fit. I miss the family we could have created, or the family that could have been. Maybe there's people around them really starting to flourish, create a family, get married, and they're thinking, well, where would I be now? Which then scares them. Okay. And also they're probably thinking, I promised all this before to prepare for our future and I took it away. Which makes them, how do I send this message? What words can I actually say here? That could have been, I realized I made a mistake by walking away from you. This is where I think, right, don't make it fit. Right, collective, this is where your relationship started to fall apart, where they chose to walk away and choose their veils, but anyway. By walking away from my happiness. You are my life partner, my other half, my confidant. So this sets ignition, confusion, and then they think, but I still don't know if I can trust in this. Do they have people in their life? Am I going to have to be in competition with other people? I couldn't deal with it then. How the F am I going to deal with it now? It's like the signs they get of you. It creates frustration and pain. Let's get one more. Triggered. Literally, sorry, I can't show that picture, but triggered, 77. I get so triggered. So does this collective. I get so emotional when your name comes up, or when I see something that reminds me of you. You triggered something inside of me that caused me to feel uncomfortable in my own skin. I don't understand these emotions. Oh. But mirror. Literally, that's universal. You're mirroring this, but in your own way. See the importance of staying positive. Learn where to go to gather your sweet nectar, not keep falling back into the negative outlook, not putting so much pressure in your mind. Reconciliation, union's coming. It scares them. It actually it's an energetic chasing. I always say energetical chasing is just as bad as physical chasing. You need to, and I do readings like this all the time, and you've probably, the right collective, have heard me say this 1,000 times, but it's like it's just not sinking in. Until you change this, even though you can't see tangibly that if you change this, this will improve this, you need to have blind faith. You cannot believe you're a twin soul, but then not believe in the energy work that needs to be done. It just doesn't make sense. It reminds me of one of my collectives. It was like you give your angels an ultimatum. I'll do this if they message me. I'll do this when they do this. I'll do this when. It's like, just do it. Okay, don't make it fit. It's coming to my mind. Can't give your team an ultimatum. This whole journey is about you finding you and breaking your contract. It's kept you bound here life after life. For you to find yourself, your self-love, your self-appreciation, see yourself. So they're just going to keep putting you into a fire because that's what you signed off before you chose your vessel to make you learn this stuff. Remember, true divines, they trigger you into your greatness. They amplify everything times 1,000 that needs to heal, so they can amplify everything times 1,000 for you to truly spread your wings in life. You're getting triggered for a reason. You need to believe completely in the journey or don't believe in it at all, because this is what happens. It's like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out because it's not tangible. And I think that's good advice for people that aren't even on the divine journey. Heal yourself before wanting anything extra in life. It's that plain and simple. Find you, appreciate you. Sit in your greatness before wanting other people to show you your greatness. Let's sum it up, but that's what it's meant to do emotionally. Is we're here to put our imprint on the world and change this world in some way or form, break 85% of the population out of the 10% conformation. But this collective, and I've seen it a lot these past 2 weeks. I've got so many of my divines. You're falling into your subconscious programming, and it's you guys that break people free from subconscious programming. You're falling short. That's all it is. Okay. Again, I'm just going to say it. Advice, when you're thinking about this person and craving, turn that finger back to yourself. You need to put that on a whiteboard. You need to put that on a mirror to prompt yourself to do that. You need to stay on top of your energy. And it's not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy, but you're meant to push yourself mentally. Okay? All right, let's see how they're really feeling right now. Their perception is... I feel they're still stuck a bit, but it could be shifting. That was a big focus when we were reading their emotion. It's funny because we said the glass half full. See it as glass over pouring. Okay? It's funny because their eyeballs are looking that way. It's like they're not reflecting in. They're looking opposite. Not seeing the situation clearly either is this person. I was only able to see what I wanted to see. They're still in there. They haven't completely transitioned, but again, you guys are the same. I'm sorry for not seeing your worth. I do think that's changing because maybe you are starting to see your worth, but the more you see your worth and stand in your greatness and self-power, the more they're going to see you. I'm going to say this, and this is going to trigger the right collective, but I'm going to say it. And again, because I love you guys. A masculine energy, and again, you don't need to be male or female. A masculine energy that deals with a feminine energy that lacks boundaries and self-worth and respect and excuses their breadcrumbing, excuses their games, they lose respect for you. Truly. They don't know it here, but subconsciously, the more they have their way from their disrespecting behavior, the more they feel in control and the more they test the boundaries. And I'm saying this from a genuine place of love. It's like subconsciously you've excused so much shit that this collective, you know it, you think it's one-sided, but you still keep excusing it. And every time you're, hey, and you don't stand up for yourself because you have fear that this person is going to run, and they should, if they can't deal with constructive criticism and a boundary, they're losing respect. Until they really see your worth, and that comes from you seeing your worth, they will still be bound to this perception. Even though, yes, it could be transitioning, I think they still fall back into the excuses of why this couldn't work, instead of just finding strength to see if you can overcome it again. Priority, and that's their issue. They still are in that mind frame. To love you, you have to be a priority, and other things are going to fall apart. So again, that would come a little bit from this collective's behavior from the past. I don't know if you're a very needy or demanding lover, or you get really angry or frustrated or cause arguments when your person wants to do things without you. Whatever the case, and do not make it fit. This was a huge important detail that they are confirming. I don't need little in the comments saying, I'm not like that. Well, it's not your reading. And I say this when I say things, people that feel the need to defend their behavior, you've got so much self-unawareness because there's people in the actual collective that have gone through things like that. So you're pretty much putting yourself on a pedestal. What about people that are healing this stuff? You're judging them without even knowing. I just want to make that clear. Very entitled, self-focused comments that people leave. But this person, you are no longer an option. I'm going to make you a priority and make my actions match my words. But the thing is, they shouldn't have to feel to come forward to you that you have to be the be all and end all. That comes to you in your healing journey. You should never clip your partner's wings in a relationship. It comes from your insecurities. It comes from your abandonment. You think you let this person out of your sight, they're going to fall in love with someone straight away. That's your own self-worth. And that will never work in a long-term commitment. Okay? Yes, you could be with someone for 20 years and have this behavior, but you end up hating each other. You end up as you walk past each other. Okay? They need to actually change the perception to be with you. It's all about you. That makes them confused. So they feel this, but there's a confusion. You can see it in all their parts. I don't know whether I just want to be friends or lovers. I don't even know if I'm ready for this. And they don't feel ready for this because they think they have to change their whole life to be by your side. Sad. So for them viewing you right now, they need to step out of their comfort zone. So again, this person could struggle with, they could be a bit change resistant. It's just sad that for them to think to approach you is having to get out of their comfort zone. I'm releasing fears and stepping out of my comfort zone to come closer to you. They shouldn't have to step out of comfortability for love. That's this person's issue, not this collective's fault. They need to overcome this. But they're being got. There is there's a transformation. Readings find you for a far greater reason than just knowing, the main focus. They are being guided. You are being guided right now. My spirit guides are helping me assist in this divine connection with new insights. So it is trickling in. So again, you would be getting new insights that they're trying to break free from always falling back into, I'm this, I'm that, this was all one, I felt used, they were this, I'm crazy. Break free from it so they can break free from this. There's a divine intervention happening with perception. So there's a divine intervention taking place for this collective as well. Maybe this reading's just the kick up the bum to give you belief into changing your direction of approach emotionally. Expect a miracle. Divine intervention is pushing the two of you together. It all starts, say it all the time, when the perception changes of the whole situation. So you're both going through things. The universe is trying to change your perception to bring you guys into alignment. You're so bound by past hurts here for one another. Wow. So they've got guided intervention and energy. I've transformed into my higher self, transforming into my higher self because of you. Your energy is changing me. Slow and steady wins the race. Knight in armor, I want to show you what real love is. Protect your heart. Show you an everlasting love. But that's when they go over the promises that were made in the past. And it scares them a bit. They don't believe you will trust in their promises. And again, if they feel coming forward, they need to change everything in their life. It's kind of, if this falls apart with you, what am I going to... This person literally thinks they're going to lose so much choosing your love. It's sad. And it scares them, especially if you don't react the right way, which they clearly have a lot of memories of you not reacting the right way when it comes to what they say. But they miss you so much, and then that accelerates confusion. Why can't I stop thinking about them? Because there's unfinished business here. We may not be together right now, but my heart misses you dearly. fragmentation through this comfort zone until we make our shadows conscious, which are both being activated. We still continue to hurt others, each other. It's breaking. Just focus on you right now. Oh, so they've got memories of dancing with you. Don't make a fit. Dancing in love. Raining again. I'm surrendering to the cadence of your soul. I'm sure someone said cadence means you're in sync, you're in alignment. Allowing us to dance in love. Okay. I'm going to roll the dice because I think there's... Actually, just quickly before we get what's coming, because I'm just intuitively thinking it's a lesson, let's just confirm 3 cards. If confession, communicate, or they'll be back doesn't come out, we're going to go weeks ahead, not days ahead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. Pretty important card. So there is someone in the else trying to sabotage this. So there is people involved. Patience. In just a few more months, good things, maybe we need to do months, good things will come to those who wait. It's taking time to ground. They could be an earth sign, you could be, but I always say Pentacles in Tarot takes years to ground. Okay, Cups, emotion is months, Swords is weeks, Wands is days. We do have commitment here. Like the part from the universe, this will get serious again. But right now, there's still things grounding. All right, I just want one more. I know I said 3. I just want one more. Yes. Luck is on your side. I'm tapping into months ahead. You're still going through a lot of communication issues here. Individually, not even with each other, individually. Neither of you are speaking clearly to yourselves. All right, let's get a dice. How many months ahead do you want me to tap into, please? I just heard July then. 1, so the next one, so 4 weeks, so your next 4 weeks ahead. And I'm gonna be honest, still I think even a month ahead, this whatever next point of action is here, I feel it's a lesson. It's something to complete out of past karmic cycle. You guys just keep repeating. But anyway, okay, next 4 weeks, 1 month. Next point of action, please, and how the collective needs to deal with it. Okay, independence, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of... Well, that's good. Okay, so we've got 9 of Pentacles, Tower, 6 of Swords, one more. Seven of Cups, one more. The World, good. It is to complete out a cycle. Okay, hold on. I just want one more for Tower. I was hearing 2 things for Tower. Hold on a sec. One more for Tower. That's what I was feeling. We're rebirthing from it. Okay. So your month ahead, you're leading into this with a 9 of Pentacles. So there is something about your fulfillment and your abundance. Just in life in general, I think things are really starting to flourish when this approaches, and there's a reason for it. 9 of Pentacles, to me, she's such an independent queen. But she thrives in her independence. So there's something here where I feel this collective, you're really sitting in a state of appreciation of what you've created. And everything we say is for a reason. And how I was describing this person's energy by saying, this is balance, I don't want to add stress into my life. It's like you really do have this penny drop, the right collective, when this approaches, that you know what? I don't have to answer to anyone. I'm thriving in life. You're really sitting in gratitude and appreciation for your surroundings. Okay. I think this comes in very swiftly and unexpectedly. So let it be you're out and about, you're having a good time. It's like this person, when this approaches, it's not, I always say divines, they're always a lingering thought, but there's no agitation or craving union, reconciliation when this pops up. I really think you're just in a state of mind of self-focus, okay? The way it approaches swift and unexpected, but I think a powerful conversation is coming about the ending here. There's going to be some form of conversation which you have not received from this person that really speaks about the destruction. I do think this has potential, especially with Six of Swords, to start creating a foundation again, to start creating forward movement. But again, you're leading with independence, so you're not rushing anything. It's an energy that helps you get out of the storm. It's an energy that helps you release and reconcile past things, let go of past things that do not serve you. It's an energy that smells like it's more of a, let's start solving this unfinished business without expectation of being together. It reminds me of a conversation of accountability and a little bit of sorrow, but again, not coming in saying, I want to be with you, I want to this, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have done this. More this person really clearing some emotional blocks of, it's like it hits them that how have I not tried to soothe this situation? How have I just left this so murky and unresolved? Okay. I do think this still leaves you in confusion though. I think you have strength, and then you start getting trapped in an illusion. You start thinking of this, that, instead of just focusing on face value, that at least I got a little bit of closure here. At least this person's taken accountability. Because again, I don't believe this is union energy. It's clearing and purging what keeps creating this friction here. The only reason this collective, you are going to start getting trapped in an illusion is because of your expectation. And another thing, side note, I also think when this approaches this collective, especially with this 9 of coins at the start, you've got quite a few different things entering in your life. Let it be other love, let it be job opportunities, family issue. There's things here, you've got a lot of different focuses as well, which I always say 7 of Cups, the journey of the Cups journey. When we get to that 7 of Cups, we start to understand this shit needs to be depleted. I need to 8 of Cups this shit. It sends me into confusion and illusion. Okay, so there's something that does happen here, that once you get past the overthinking mind, you start to realize I need to deplete some of this, especially when it comes to fixation. Whatever's coming energetically, you're going to get a world out of this. So I do think the right collective, you deal with it right. Does the overwhelm not come over you? No. But healing, it doesn't disappear. Emotion, of course it's going to reactivate, but finally you learn to ride the wave of it. You don't act in impulse. I'm not seeing you get frustrated and start an argument. It's just kind of like, yes, it's going to emotionally ignite you, but you're going to ride the wave. And I feel the right collective, you choose your 9 of Pentacles energy. So let's confirm. Yeah, the confusion you feel, it's all because of your own illusion you're creating. But again, this card specifically says communication, but choosing singlehood, truth. But a conclusion, completion, karmic lessons being revealed, breaking the karmic cycle, leveling up, feeling empowered, stepping into your. But again, this row here, there's 2 cards of unexpected movement, unexpected arrival and unexpected change. So emphasis, this happens when you least expect it. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, whoa, divine intervention. But I think you stand into your Hierophant energy. You reflect on your values, your beliefs, your personal power, because you're finally appreciating your 9 of Pentacles life. Yes, this is a card of marriage, longevity, commitment, also a card of community as well. I just think you're thriving when this happens. Do I think they're approaching a Hierophant energy? No. I do think their approach is unexpected though, and they do feel a little bit different, but I think this is your Hierophant energy that gets activated within. The way you see this. Does it reinstill faith? Yes, it does. It's kind of that, they're here again, but you're seeing it differently. You're not excusing it. which is good. Oh, that's where the scarcity you've got to be mindful. There will be a scarcity. Like I said, it does come over you again, but you learn to overcome the emotion that does come over you. So again, don't expect you not to feel acceleration. You just know how to deal with it. But past regret's going to resurface, especially from this person's, but yeah, scarcity, fear and lack, control. It's your control issues that are going to come in. You just need to take it at face value. Like I said, I feel this conversation comes because of regret and what's been done, but you can't have an expectation just because you've got an apology. It means reconciliation. And I'm not going to lie, and I see this so much in the Divine Collective. You guys go from tower destruction ending to thinking one message is going to create a 10 of cups life for you. Now that is a delusional outlook. And it's because you're so firm in the label. Oh, but I'm a twin flame, so that's okay. No, anyone in this, and it goes and shows you guys the lack of self-love. A message or an apology does not mean long-term commitment. That's where you need to be at. So when you get this apology, you take it at face value and there's appreciation for the words. Not thinking, are they apologizing because they want to get back with me now? Because you won't take the apology at face value. Again, advice for this collective, relieve the expectation of union right now. Because what's coming in this next month is purely an apology. Like, that's all it is. It's to break free from this cycle that you guys have been bound to. It's still going to be a bit selfish, but moving on from the selfishness as well and the self-focus, which is a big block here. For so long, you keep falling back into the mind frame of, I must have been used, I was love bombed, they're self-focused, it's one-sided. So this is what the universe is getting you to heal. This is the cycle they're at least getting you to heal so you can break free from that. They're wanting you to move on from this, okay? And take it as that. Okay, well, this was never one-sided. They did feel what I felt. I wasn't crazy. I can let go of that outlook. 7 of Cups. I was about to say this one's alarming, and you got 4 of, I hope, so when the confusion's, because you're finally breaking free from a habit, you're going to go straight into 4 of Cups. You're not seeing it properly though. You're truly not seeing the situation properly. I always say that 4 of Cups, we're focusing on these cups that do not serve us, this emotion, this unfinished business that's been weighing you back. Instead of seeing what the universe is trying to grant you, okay? Again, coming from the clouds, you don't see it, but you're meant to believe in it, okay? So it's like the universe is trying to grant you relief of this negative outlook, but again, because it's not going the way you expected, missed opportunity, feeling depressed again, I'm reluctant, I'm weary, I'm this, I'm that. There doesn't need to be weariness. Just take it at face value is my advice, okay? So we can weld this out. No expectation that if you message back, they're going to reply, and relieve all the expectation and take what's being granted as, thank you, universe. I can finally let go of the resentment that's been harboring in my heart. World. Oh my God. It will prepare you for union, but not, you need to complete this out before this even, I wish that didn't come out. I don't even want to show this collective because I'm telling you to not have the expectation. You got the Twin Flame Union card in this deck. Twin Flame Union, one Divine Union, submission, control, complete this out though. I wish that didn't come out. Ending this will create room for your new cycle. But again, please save this part. My angels, save this part, save this part. So when this starts coming over you, you're like, no, I'm letting this go. And it could be as well, I'm going to say, because it's about completing out maybe this does, and maybe this is where the uncertainty, maybe the way they approach it makes you kind of complete out always craving union. That would be positive. I'm hearing both. Okay, it might not feel positive. You might feel crazy if that comes over you, but again, the confusion, ride the wave with the mist up. It could be that. Either way, let it be you start feeling crazy, that you thought this was, whatever it is, you're not seeing it right. Okay, if it's the other deviation, clearing this out to create this, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I don't want to tap into yet what's coming next after this. You guys need to deal with this first. Okay. No expectation. Maybe write that everywhere as well. No more expectations. I'm going to ride the wave. I'm going to stop trying to force the river, and I'm going to let that river flow. I'm going to trust in the universal flow of life. I'm going to trust in my red thread. I'm going to trust in my divine timing. It's not my ego's timing. It's divine's timing. Okay. Actually, I just want to get these quickly, because that last row, I'm on the fence with. Free yourself from expectations. It's time. It's worth waiting for, so don't rush it. Divine timing, not ego's timing. And I promise you, this wouldn't work, the energy you're in now. So you think it's timing. Sorry, love you, my angels. You're crazy. Not with this kind of energy. No way. Separation. This will be spoken. It's worth waiting for. Could be children involved in this as well. Could have had a child or this person through this separation too, which means that's been a while. That came to my mind. And don't close yourself off from the world because of love. Let other people in until you learn to not just be... Clearly codependency is a huge block for you too. This person's so worried about losing their lifestyle that this collective, I'm sorry, I have to say it, you remind me of someone that doesn't have anyone around you, because this person feels so much pressure to have to be your be all and end all for each other. That means they've got memories of you not going out with friends, of you not having a good time, of you just all no work-life balance. Okay, don't make it fit. So through your separation, I always say these things need to be healed. It's like the universe is trying to connect you to soul tribe and to have friends around you, but it's like you're pushing it off. This is a huge block for this collective. That's what you need to focus on. Letting other people in your life, not just love, okay? So this journey is to teach us love of all walks of life. Being in love, friendships, family ships, pet love, all love, stranger love. All love is important for us to experience. You got to get to know each other again. And this is what they're saying it's worth waiting for. Don't rush it. You can't go from Tower and Death to Ten of Cups. That is a, sorry, have to say it, delusional outlook. Things need to be rebuilt. You need to get to know the new versions of each other again. Why rush it? Stay optimistic about your separation. Stop falling into doom and gloom right now. And healing family issues, childhood trauma. Okay, so there's still more things that need to be healed. Last one. And you need to change this mind frame. It's unrequited. It's one-sided. You're not giving this a chance properly because it's not meeting your timing expectation. But I'll be honest, this collective, your timing's all wrong. Just because you're craving them so much right now, you would break this before it even started. Not balanced enough for it. Remember, divines activate each other's triggers times a gazillion. You still are triggered by each other. You're not even in each other's atmosphere. Do you know what I'm saying? Trust the universe is protecting this. Okay. E, I just heard Emily. Oh, you got the golden cat and the golden elephant. Animals, spirit animals. You could have just bought a new cat. Really connect to ancient Egypt as well. Maybe you've got a trip or you got a memory about Bali, Thailand, like Indonesia. But luck is on your side. Just trust. So we've got S, P, E, J, and H. Initials. Full moon energy. This could return on a full moon. Trust in your Venus star, your love right now. There's healing happening. This shell's been coming out a lot lately. Maybe water's your element or you need to get to the beach. But Aphrodite as well. Harmonize your own energy. Find happiness in your own energy. Companionship is not the be-all and end-all in life. Okay? They're saying we need to complete this out. You need to thrive in your Nine of Pentacles. Trust your your intuitions. Maybe ducks will be a sign on the day that this arrives as well. You might see like a mama, papa duck and some ducklings, or you could have a memory of ducks with this person. I think your intuition's leading you a bit astray right now. You need to focus on your own healing and your internal confidence. You're both lacking confidence when it comes to one another. You might need to do some sacral purging, especially if childhood wounding's really surfacing, and solar. But a love from the start of time. Tree of life, but you need to believe that through your soul. You can't just keep saying the words. This collective, you don't believe it through your soul. You're stuck in your subconscious programming about how love should be. That's what triggers you. XOXO, kisses and hug. Every time I see that XOXO, I think a Gossip Girl. But opalite or opal birthstone, but maybe you need to get an opalite, or you just bought an opalite. 6, Venus. Okay, birthdays, memories, angel numbers. 15th of the 5th. I had a dream about this date. This could be important. May 15th. Anyone on my Snapchat, you know, I brought it up I had a moon dream. But anyway, 15th of the 5th or 555, 00, a completion they're wanting to grant you both. 7th, 15th of the 7th, 5th of the 4th, 543. Consecutive numbers. 90, maybe you're born in 1990 or this person, or 90, angel number. 909, okay, 609, 69, that's a very good angel number. It's about good and bad luck, but it reminds me of the yin and yang balance. 33, 16th of the 6th, 18th of the 6th. All right, my loves, I love you guys. Oh, and 18, 1881, 18 could be important. Maybe last time you heard from this person was the 18th of the month, or just angel number 18 you need to look up, which comes to 9, completion. They're wanting to complete out a cycle. Just before this happens, you will start seeing so many 999s, because the universe is trying to show you it's time to end this. It's time to end what you guys are stuck on, okay? So whenever you're seeing a lot of 999, they're trying to remove something from you energetically. End of a cycle to start a new one. All right, I love you guys. And I've got the hiccups. I'll be on YouTube. What's the time? So I'll be on YouTube at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. If this didn't resonate and you are looking for another reading. All right, I love you guys.